wasted. Clearly black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead.
Well, good morning, friends. I hope that you're well. I just got up, but today I wanted to take you along with me and to show you some of the things that I like to do to take care of myself as a new mom. And with a new baby, your life and your schedule tend to just naturally revolve around them, and it can be exhausting. But I found that simple acts of self-care really can make such a difference to fill up your cup so that you can show up as your best self for you and the people around you. So I want to show you what I've been doing, what I found helpful, but I want to say too, especially if you have a newborn, it is okay if there's a season for you where self-care just looks like a nap and a shower, and that's all that you can do. But as you emerge from the newborn fog, you'll likely find that you have capacity for a bit more. So that's kind of what I want to share with you today, is what self-care looks like for me now, a couple months out. When Oliver was first born, I was really just getting through the day. Didn't really have a huge sense of day or night. Obviously, there's times when it's dark, times when it's light outside, and that light really does make a difference. That's actually a huge thing you can do if you're, fresh in the newborn stage, is take advantage of the sunlight, get outdoors. That really, really helps. But as we've kind of moved further and further out of those first couple of weeks, something that I really tried to start doing is to begin to find what a new normal looks like when it comes to my morning routine. So one thing I've started doing recently is during my morning pumping session, which is the first thing that I do every day, instead of being on my phone like I'd been doing it previously, I started going through a devotional. This is New Morning Mercies, and it just has a little message and passage for you to read through every single day. There's one for each day of the year, and I've just found it to be a really inspiring and uplifting way to start my mornings. I love that it's something I can do in 10 minutes too. It just makes it a lot more achievable than reading for an hour or something. Then something else that I really tried to prioritize is taking a few minutes every day to get ready. Even if that's just brushing my teeth, putting on some tinted moisturizer, and a couple swipes of mascara. I'll do that just to feel a bit more human. For time's sake, I have simplified my hair and makeup a lot since becoming a mom. Most days I'll wear my hair either up or natural, but I still make the time for those few things that to me make the biggest difference. What those things are might be a bit different for you than they are for me, but just try to identify what are those couple things that make you feel human, and find time in your day to do that to get ready each morning. But I think one of the biggest lessons that I've learned in the past couple of months is that this really is a time for presence over productivity. With a baby, your life is just naturally going to slow down. Everything that you do takes longer, but choosing to embrace that really does make this time so much sweeter. We live in such a busy world, and in many ways, busyness has been taught to us as almost being a virtue. But I think that the slowness that having a child brings to your life really can be just such a blessing in disguise, and helping you to appreciate the small moments, the little smiles and laughs, and just all the sweet things that come with this season as well. Brown bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. And something something that realistically all of us need to be reminded of, but I think new moms especially need to internalize and to take to heart is it's okay not to be okay. You just brought an entire human into the world. Your life is never going to look the same, and in many ways that's a beautiful, beautiful thing, but it can also be so challenging mentally and emotionally, and so it's so important to take care of your mental health too. And therapy can be such a helpful way to help you navigate that change and to find a way forward, which is why I'm so excited to be working with BetterHelp on today's video. BetterHelp is great for everyone, but for new moms especially, I really feel like they're the best. The way it works is BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who's trained to give you helpful, unbiased advice. You just go to their website, you can use my link, betterhelp.com/Ashlynne Eaton, fill out a few questions, and then they'll match you with a professional therapist with years of experience helping others just like you. What makes them so great for new moms is you can do it all from your phone or your computer via video chat, a phone call, messaging, whatever is going to work best for you. And what's great too is you'll be matched with a therapist usually within 48 hours, so you can get started fast. So let BetterHelp connect you with a therapist who can support you, all from the comfort of your own home. Visit betterhelp.com/Ashlynne Eaton or select Ashlynne Eaton at sign up to enjoy a special discount off your first month. So therapy can be a great resource just to help navigate some of the changes that come with motherhood. But I think something else that's so important too is just to remember to give yourself grace. This crazy season of life is just that. Season. So don't worry if it doesn't look perfect, if it's messy, if you don't get to everything on your to-do list. This just isn't the time for that, and I think just remembering that sometimes can help lighten the mental load. So while it's great to have desires, to have goals, it's okay if you don't accomplish all of them. Do I want to work out 5 times a week? Absolutely, but in this season of life, 2 or 3 times is more often than not what I'm getting to, and that's okay. That being said, I have still been trying to work out regularly to feel my best and to take care of my physical health. Still not back at the gym yet. I just don't feel comfortable leaving Oliver for that long, but I've started working out from home quite a bit. I bought some dumbbells, some bands, and been doing like 30 to 40 minute workouts from home, either while Oliver's napping or right now you might be able to hear he's in his little bouncer. It's felt really good and empowering to slowly start rebuilding some of the strength that I honestly just lost during those final few months of pregnancy. Normally I try to work out either first thing in the morning or in the early evening, but Oliver woke up early this morning, so his whole feeding cycle is a little bit off at the moment, so that was out. Then we have friends coming over for dinner tonight, so just trying to squeeze in a workout where I can, but really I feel like that's what motherhood is all about, is just adapting to each given day and squeezing things in where you can. And then something simple too is just don't underestimate the impact of a good shower. Those first few weeks really help you realize that showers are a luxury. But even after those first couple of weeks, it can be hard to find time to take one. I often find that during naps is the best time for me to shower. Sometimes I'll have Christopher watch Oliver or even just put him in his bouncer. But whatever you need to do to make it happen, make the space for it. Trust me, you'll feel so much better for it. Just the other night, I had a raging headache. I sometimes get them when the weather is funny. So I asked Christopher to watch Oliver for a little bit while I took just a nice warm shower. And honestly, I felt so much better afterwards. It's just those couple minutes to chill, to relax. Not only do you just feel better, but I feel like it's a huge mental boost too. Also, real life mom moment here. Yes, I am wearing the exact same thing that I was earlier, but I really need to do some laundry right now. Everything is dirty, and we'll get to that in a bit. But right now, I'm just wearing the least dirty thing that I have. Okay, buddy. Ready to go on an adventure? Ready to go on an adventure? Yeah! And something that has been honestly so big for us is just to get out of the house. With a newborn, it can be easy to go a bit stir crazy within your own four walls, and so we love, whether that's going for a walk or a coffee date with friends, just getting out and doing just some of those normal life things that you enjoy. So we're heading to coffee with a friend right now, and it's something that I love doing at least a few times a week just to get a bit of a different scenery. Especially love too when we can meet up with fellow mamas. It's just so nourishing to the soul, and just that little dose of community also goes such a long way. Back home now, finally getting to the laundry, but reminds me of something else that I think is really helpful, and that's just to lower your expectations. As a new parent, you just want to plan on doing less each day. Whatever your to-do list looked like before, have it, or even plan to do less. A motto that I've been trying to live by recently is done is better than perfect, and something is better than nothing. So do what you can. Know that it's okay if you don't get to everything. If it takes you a few days or even a few weeks extra to do something, who cares? Just a couple of other things. One is to make healthier choices, and not gonna lie, this is one that was really hard for me at first. That combination of being super tired and then breastfeeding, which just makes you ravenous, is challenging. But I have to say, it does get easier with each passing month. Some things that have helped me are just having healthy snacks like fruit and vegetables on hand. Easy but healthy meal recipes too. We've fallen in love with these Mediterranean burger bowls and handful of other recipes that we just basically make on repeat. Eating healthy is one of those things that doesn't just make you feel better, although it does that, but it also just improves your mental state. And I find that when I'm fueling my body with healthy foods, I have more energy. And again, that just makes it so I'm able to show up as my best self for Oliver and for everyone around me. So if you're in that spot and just struggling with healthy eating, really recommend maybe writing out a list of different healthy snacks that you know you enjoy and stocking some of those in the fridge, maybe even doing a pickup order of some of your favorite foods. Whatever you have to make making healthy options just that much easier to make. Especially when we're tired, we tend to opt for what's easiest, which is usually the unhealthy foods. And so you just want to remove as many barriers as you can to make healthy food the easiest option available. But if you need a treat, have one of those too, because it really is all about balance. I'm having a nectarine now, but who knows, I might sneak a piece of chocolate later. It's been my weakness postpartum. Then while Oliver's napping, just a couple of other things that come to mind are to budget some money for yourself, whether that's to get a massage because you have really tight back and shoulder muscles from all of those hours spent either nursing or rocking a baby. That's actually where Christopher is right now since Oliver has come. He's had some back problems, and so for Father's Day this year, I got him a massage. So make sure you're setting aside some money for your partner as well, because I'm sure they're putting in a ton of work too. But apart from a massage, you might also want to use that to get a therapist if you need to support your mental headspace a bit, or even this can be as small too as getting yourself a nice coffee as you're doing errands, especially if it's on a day where your baby might be a bit fussy, maybe they're going through a growth spurt, or you're just having a hard day. Whether in big ways or small, it can be so helpful just to set aside some money that you can use taking care of your mental, physical, and emotional health. Then I just mentioned it, but Christopher's been doing so much to help out with Oliver, and honestly, I don't know how I would have done this all without him. And so that really is a big piece of advice I have too, is to share responsibilities with your partner. One of the ways that we like to do that is to give each other a few baby-free hours a day. So typically Christopher will take those first couple hours in the morning, which is so helpful to me. Gives me the chance to get ready. I'll often shower or exercise during that time, maybe even get a little bit done around the house, just spend some unstructured time however I want to. Then I'll do the same thing for him right after he gets off work. So he'll usually go to the gym, shower, then we'll spend the rest of our night together. But just having that little block of time every single day does give us just such a great opportunity and time to be able to focus on some self-care. Then the last big thing I'd say is to ask for help. There are just going to be times as a new parent where you're feeling overwhelmed, you need a bit of a break. And so in those times, ask a friend, ask a family member to come help clean your house, to make dinner, even just to spend time with you so that you don't feel like you're going crazy. I feel like sometimes we can be hesitant to ask for help because we just feel like as a parent, we should be able to do it all on our own. But the truth is, your friends, your family, I promise you, they want to help you. Often they just don't know what would be the most helpful. And so in a way, you can actually serve them by just directing them and showing them how they can support you best. And so whatever it is that you need, ask for it. And I know that you would do the same thing for them. I'm all about building a tribe, a community around you where you can serve and be served. It's just such a beautiful thing. Okay, but now Oliver is waking up, so I'm going to feed him one last time before our friends come over. But I really hope that you enjoyed just coming along with me today as we chatted self-care as a new parent. It can be hard squeezing it in when you're taking care of a little human, but it is so worth it. So whatever self-care looks like for you in this season, I just want to encourage you to take that time to care for yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and to get help if you need it as well. Like I mentioned, I will have BetterHelp linked up for you in the description box below, so check that out if you need to. But now I'm gonna go feed Oliver, so I love you all so much, friends, and I will see you in the next one.